Let's talk about the different economies of scale. So let's start with economies of scale. Economies of scale refers to the situation where as the quantity of output goes up, the cost per unit goes down. And this would be the average cost of production starts to go down. This is happened when, for example, places like Walmart or Costco, right? The larger factory is going to be able to produce at a lower average cost than a smaller factory. This is going to, come up a lot when we're talking about big factories like Amazon putting mom and pop shops out of business, right? Because Amazon's going to be able to produce a lot of these items at a lower cost than what someone may do in their small business. Therefore, the big factory is going to be able to charge a lower price. And that's how you will see economies of scale being used when they start talking about whether big businesses are good for small businesses. Constant returns to scale. So this is going to be the situation where expanding inputs does not change the average cost of production. And that's simply what it says. So once we have exhausted economies of scale, you will see that the factory is no longer the average cost of production for that factory is not really changing as you start to change the expanding the inputs. This economy level of output rises, the cost is going to rise as well. Now this is going to be less likely to exist in the real world because if their average costs are increased, then it is unlikely that they will be able to stay in the economy if there is competition. Their prices will have to keep rising in order to keep up with this, and someone else is going to be offering the same product and charging less prices, so everyone will go to that person and no longer to this one. But why does this happen? Well, a firm can grow so big that it becomes hard to manage. Too many moving parts. So there are going to be failures in communication and management, and this is going to lead to a disruption in productivity. That's when you're going to start to see that the more you expand, the higher your prices are going to become. So this is not something that you want. You don't want to become so big that you start having these coordination failures.